There's one. Yeah, that's a good start right there, Sherry. You see how shallow that fish was? Golly, he come right up there and ate that legend spinnerbait.
Let's see if he's got a friend back
sugar,
there.
yeah, fishing. Look how strong he is, Sherry. That's why we're using 50-pound high seas braid. Fishing Sugar Lake in Mexico, and we're coming after fish a lot bigger than that one. But I gotta tell you, that's a good way to start. Get in this boat. That's a good way to start right there. Sugar Lake in Mexico. We crossed over at Roma, Mexico this morning. It's about noon right now, and we just now got out on the lake, and that's a great way to start right there. This fish is super shallow. You see we're right in the very end of a little bitty tiny pocket, super shallow. That might be a big male. I don't think I'm gonna give that fish any sugar. Don't you kiss me, tell me I'm my boy. Okay.
Should have bit my hook.
Oh, we'll talk a little bit more about that. That's one of my new half-ounce Legend spinnerbaits by Lucky Strike. And absolutely incredible spinnerbait. You put a little bit oversized blades on them to help you catch bigger fish on them. And by golly, that concept works. I mean, that concept works. I saw him come up and get it. Of course, that water is not very deep. You couldn't hardly slow roll it there. We don't know where the fish are. The water temperature is pretty doggone cool. It's the last week in February, and the water temperature right now is 62.7 where we are, which is the warmest we've seen. We've only been seeing about 61-degree water. That makes sense that that bass was up here in the warmest possible water that he could find. The little one right by that tree, Sherry, come up and got it right on top. Little one.
Little one.
Yeah. I like them. I like them all. What Sherry and I are doing here, I told her I'd run my bait up on top a little bit. That's another male. That's another male. Now with the males up here on the bank like they are, there's probably some, maybe there's where a water turkey's got a hold of that. See that right there? And then on this side, a water turkey's grabbed him right there and he's got away from him. Bass are strong, and a lot of times they can get away from water turkeys. But I got Sherry's running her bait down a little bit deeper. Of course, after those first two fish, she'll probably run it a lot shallower. It's a lot of fun to run it shallow, there's no doubt about it. And,
little one.
Sherry got a male up there on that
Little one.
She put her spinnerbait on top of the water.
Yes, I did.
She's tired of not catching one.
I learned real quick.
You got one now, though, baby.
Yes, I do. Just
caught a jillion bass.
Go tell him I get you. Okay, so much for slow rolling the trees out in the deep.
Well, you need to do both.
Yeah.
That's just all out in open water right there. It doesn't bother me catching that size fish.
Won't bother me
at all.
either. I quit hunting.
I know that there's a lot bigger fish here, and some of them gonna bite. You can see why you got to use heavy line down here, though.
Oh my gosh.
You can see how that eat up monofilament line doing all that.
Oh yeah.
But with that braid, doesn't eat it up too bad. And you see these fish, see they got little flat bellies, no egg sacs, and they'd be full of eggs right now. Those are just male bass. They're pretty nice male bass. There's nothing wrong with them. But their girlfriends are nearby, and their girlfriends are some of the biggest bass on the planet down here.
Yep. Got one, little one.
Find you one?
Got me one.
He was out in the middle, wasn't he?
Uh-huh.
That's another male, though. Still no females.
No.
Just catching the boys. You catch the boys, I'll catch the girls.
No.
No deal, huh?
Want your mama. Want your mama.
I wasn't the one that made that splash,
No.
I promise you. You see how many casts it took to catch that fish, though? We saw a big old female blow up right in that little spot there. We was back out there a little further out on that point. And I mean, it just come up and probably ate one that size. And so we got over here and got position. I've been letting Sherry throw in there, and then I started throwing in there, and we've thrown 10, 15 times a piece in this general area right here. And that fish might have moved. I mean, we don't know that she's still right there, but she's got to be right here in this same general area. And it's one of them big giant females. I mean, it was a big fish. Out there, he's jumping on the other side of the boat.
On the other side of the boat. Oh my gosh.
jumping on the other side of the boat.
Oh, it's a nice one.
Yes, he is. I picked that little Lucky Strike football head up, put me a little craw tail on there. I didn't make 4 or 5 pitches and it started swimming away. There's one of them big females that we're looking for right there. Yeah, buddy, yeah. Oh, it's a Sugar Lake fish right there. Ooh, man, they got the sharpest teeth. Oh, man, look at the belly on that booger, will you? Uh-huh. That's it right there. That's what you come to Sugar Lake to catch right there. Goodbye, baby. Just put me a little crawfish colored, little brown Lucky Strike football head jig, pitched it in that tree. A little green pumpkin tail on there. Oh yeah. I suppose you're gonna want one of these too, huh, Sherry?
Yeah, probably so.
That might just be luck, I don't know. Cut my hand on that line. I'll set the hook. That was just up there on the bank. It wasn't around a tree or anything. Well, he ate that little jig. I'm talking about eating it. I felt him hit it pretty good. He thought he had him a crawfish. Yeah. The water temperature now has warmed up to over 65 degrees. 65 degrees. That was just on the bank. I was pitched out there on the bank, Sherry. I was leaving those trees for you. I pitched out there and walking off that bank with that. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Don't you break that line. He's in that tree big time. It's wrapped around that limb right there. I can't get him out of that limb.
Need help?
Can't get my line out of that limb. He's gonna break my line. Sure as the world. What I need to do is get a hold of the line below that limb, because that's where it's gonna break. Can you get a hold of the line? Get a hold of the line below the limb. Not a giant, he's just a pretty nice one. Well, you might get the bass. Get the bass. Then we get the line. He wrapped around it, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. Getting my best side, huh? Golly. Golly.
She'd do anything, get her tattoo on TV. That fish, I thought, if it had got away, it'd been a 7-pounder. Pretty nice fish, though. Pretty nice fish. Did you get my bait?
I got you, bait.
Well, it's a team sport. This is a team sport.
When your daddy gets old, you got to take care of him.
Ooh, man, that's some pretty good line. That line, oh, it's so bad right there. That's only 17-pound test is all it is.
I thought you were hung up.
I was hung on that tree. I was hung on a fish in that tree. I switched trees all of a sudden.
Yeah, I looked up there and you were popping loose.
Yeah, I switched trees all of a sudden. Now see, that's a female bass there. It's not a big one, but that's a female. These females are just a little bit further out. They're not, and they're not aggressive. The females are not aggressive to hit that spinnerbait very well. But they, you know, you lay that jig on them, or they'll bite it, but they don't want to run that spinnerbait by them, even if you slow roll it right by them. They don't seem to want to hit it. The males will hit that spinnerbait, but the females, they want that crawl real slow.
Hey, little one. Hey, real one.
He come out of a tree?
Uh-huh.
All right. You're going to set the hook on one of them on that jig in a minute. He's going to be sure enough. Sure enough. That's going to happen.
Get my crawdad back.
Well, that's a small one.
Yeah.
I don't even
Dad had a baby girl, though.
Yeah, I don't even set the hooks on that one or that size.
Oh, yeah, sure you wouldn't. Not unless it bit your hook, huh?
Well, not unless I know they got it. There he is. Well, he thumped it.
Did you find you one?
Found a good one, I think. I don't know how big he is. He's a strong son of a gun, I guarantee you that. Boy.
Come on, bring him up. 30-minute show. Come on.
Not as big as he acting, I don't think. That boy, he is strong. No, he's not that big at all.
Ah, I thought he was going to be 10 pounds.
Well, I knew he wasn't 10, but I thought he was like 4 or 5. That's a big old fat son of a gun.
He thought he was big.
He's pretty good size. What are you talking about? Ah, little football head.
He shrunk after he got out of the water.
Boy, I'm telling you, he was strong. I don't know if there'd be a 10-pounder out there. We stopped in on this little bluff bank right here because you look at all the birds. See all the seagulls feeding off at the end of it?
Oh, there.
And there's white birds feeding everywhere. There's wind blowing right in on here. The dam's right here. The big old long dam, about a mile long. And these ropes. One time, Toby Keith and I caught some big old fish right here. I think I caught one on a jig, and we started crankbaiting and caught 2 or 3 or 4 big ones on a crankbait. Well, there's a small one.
Look behind it.
Bit that smoothie though, didn't he?
It sure did.
That's a big old fat female. Little female, not a big old female, little female. You can sure tell the difference in the male and female. Them females full of eggs. Getting ready to spawn on that March moon. You need some needle nose?
Yes, I do. I got it in my right hand.
Oh,
I
so
got it wrong-handed.
what you're asking me to do is take it out of the fish's mouth?
Out of her.
What do you think I am, your daddy or something?
Well, I got your fish earlier today.
Huh?
I did yours a lot worse than you're doing mine.
I don't know where he's hooked.
There we go.
Ah! You could catch an old big one doing this too now. I'm telling you, I caught a lot of really big ones off these ripraps.
Got one?
Yep.
Mommy fish?
Oh, pretty good little chunk. Found him.
Nice fatty.
Whee! Whee! They have so much fun doing that.
I told you so, huh?
Oh, they have so much fun. They love it. That's one of the reasons
Such fun.
That's one of the reasons they bite, so they can do the bass spin. Spinning bass.
Such fun, such fun.
Well, look how fat that guy is. Little small mouth. See how small the mouth is? That fish gonna grow up to be a really big fish. Needle nose needing a little real magic. Hey guys and gals, I hope you enjoyed that. We're out here working hard, doing videos all the time, and we really, really appreciate you watching, more than you can ever know. Be sure to hit that sub button and subscribe to our channel because we need every one of you. Hey, have a lot of fun. Let's go fishing.